That day, someone arrived in the hallway of the care home that no one had expected. A small, round body waddling slowly down the corridor. The eyes of the elderly residents, who had been gazing quietly out the window, all turned toward the same place. And in those eyes, something long forgotten began to return. It was wonder. In the small town of Cirencester, in the county of Gloucestershire in southwest England, there is a care home called the Lakes Care Centre. It is a quiet and peaceful place, where residents spend their days in calm routine. But on an afternoon in March 2026, that routine changed. A small, round body. Black and white feathers. Two bright, curious eyes. Two Humboldt penguins walked through the doors of the care home. Their names were Pringle and Widget. The Humboldt penguin is native to the Pacific coast of South America. They are wild birds that live beneath cold ocean winds. But Pringle and Widget were different. They had grown up alongside people from the very beginning. They did not fear human contact. In fact, they were most at ease when people were near. The visit was organized by a group called Amazing Animals. It is an organization that brings animals to care homes, hospitals, and hospices to create warm and meaningful moments of connection. Pringle and Widget were the most beloved members of that team. Hannah, their handler, said they are always first in line when it comes to meeting people. At first, the residents rubbed their eyes. Some wondered if they were dreaming. A resident named Karen said she thought someone was pulling her leg, until she saw them actually waddling in. The room filled with laughter. It had been a long time since laughter like that had echoed through those halls. It was laughter that came from somewhere deep inside. The residents reached out their hands with great care. They gently stroked the small, soft backs of the penguins. A resident named Mark held one of them in his arms. He said quietly that he had not expected them to feel so soft, that it had been a truly privileged experience. How long had it been since he had held something like that close to his chest? A resident named Pat felt her eyes grow wet. She said she could not remember the last time she had seen anything like it, that she had nearly cried from the joy of it. We know those tears were not from sadness. When an emotion long buried begins to rise again, that is how it comes back to the surface. The residents hand-fed the penguins. They asked the handler all kinds of questions with genuine curiosity. What do penguins eat? Where do they go in winter? How do they raise their young? It was a curiosity that had been sleeping for a long time, gently opening its eyes again. The home manager, Nikki Miller, looked back on that day with these words. She said that the moment Pringle and Widget walked in, she watched the light spread across the faces of the residents, and that seeing it had been truly heartwarming. The power of being close to animals has been known for a long time. When we feel the warmth of a living creature nearby, old memories begin to surface. The dog we kept as children. The days we spent playing in the garden back home. Even for residents whose memories are slowly fading, that warmth reaches quietly into the deepest part of the heart. That afternoon, something special moved through the Lakes Care Center. The laughter was louder. The eyes were brighter. The conversations were richer. Two small birds who walked in without a single word made all of it possible. The story of these two penguins is, in some way, the story of all of us. There are times in every life when the waiting feels very long. Afternoons when we feel alone. Days when we stop expecting anything good to come. And in those moments, a small and unexpected warmth can open the heart again, just as Pringle and Widget did that afternoon. Every time I share a story like this, I find myself believing again that moments like this still exist in the world, and that remembering them and passing them on is something worth doing. This channel is the place where we gather those moments together. The warmth that flows between living things knows no age and no borders. If this story has stayed with you today, we would love for you to be part of this journey. Subscribing to the channel helps stories like this reach even more people who need them.